Hey guys, this is Sundown Rider, and this is going to be my review to Fairy Tale Chapter 501, Mary and Randy, for Dimaria and Brandish. Now, sorry for this late upload of this review. It's Eid al-Adha today, which is an Islamic celebration, and being as I'm Muslim, I was celebrating it, and yeah, that's why my review today is late. So sorry about that. I'll get on with the review. So we start with Natsu telling Brandish that he'd fight her if she tries to stop him. Nineheart's just laying there. I'm still salty about that, but yeah, Natsu's telling Brandish that if she tries to stop him, he'll take her out. So Natsu clutches his chest in pain after telling her that he'd attack her if she stopped him, and collapses. Brandish then tells them all that she's letting his anti-ethanano tumor grow back to its regular size. So he's obviously having his heart issues again, his angina thingy, whatever it looks like, he's having that issue again. So Brandish brands Natsu a traitor, saying that he's now dangerous all of a sudden. So she's had a real big change of heart start from the last chapter to this chapter. Like beforehand, she was like, she didn't want to hurt them, but she also didn't want to let them participate in the war because then she'd have to hurt them. So she's had a real change of heart. She claims that he's a threat, and she's going to take them out now. So Lucy claims they can still be friends. Brandish states that they don't share their mother's relationship, and they're not ever going to be that close. They both represent different things. They're both from different countries. They're both on a different side. So Brandish then says that she has no clue as to what to do. She's torn between duty and country and friendship. So she then says that we should do this the easy way. Let's do this the easy way. Let's fight. So Lucy says, oh yeah, that's cool, as long as you promise to heal Natsu after I beat you. So Lucy's obviously like, yeah, I could beat you, but we all know, as strong as Lucy's gotten, she can't beat the Spriggan. If she can beat the Spriggan, then there's really no point in the Spriggan 12, because the whole power level, like, links, the whole power level association and relative to other people is just wrong. It's just so bad. If Lucy can actually beat a Spriggan, then it just doesn't bode well for any of the Spriggans, because Natsu should be struggling with each of these Spriggans, and if Lucy can beat him, then that just makes it really weird, and like the way that their power has been hyped up over like many chapters, it just doesn't really show itself truly if Lucy can actually beat them. So Brandish then says that she's settling things with herself. Not so much with Lucy. She's settling things with herself, and that she's going to curb stomp she's going to curb stomp Lucy, even though she had an emotional attachment to her for a fleeting moment. So she's basically saying, I had some sort of feelings for you like a few seconds ago, but now I gotta curb stomp you. You gotta do one. So then Happy senses her magic. He soils himself. Lucy attacks. Brandish easily blocks the kick and kind of just throws her away by kicking her. So then we finally get to see Lucy's abilities in action. The first thing she does is she summons Scorpio and gets this kind of shinobi looking outfit. She's got like this headband, very tight fitting clothes, and then she's got this like little chain linked scorpion tail. I'm not sure what purpose that serves, but it looked pretty cool. And she's got greaves on. Scorpio fires a sandbuster, and I thought initially that Lucy had like gone into the sandbuster and was just flying through it, but it was more like she was flying atop it or something. I don't know. She was just traveling alongside it. It was more traveling alongside it. So she attacks Brandish from many angles. Like Brandish gets hit by this sandbuster, and Lucy's just like flying all around it, just totally wrecking her. But it doesn't look like she's hitting her, but it doesn't look like it's anything that's going to put her out of commission. And I was thinking, what's going on? Brandish is a Spriggan. Like, Lucy can't beat a Spriggan. Please don't let this happen. Hiro Mashima, just don't do it. So she then gets shrunk. Lucy gets shrunk by Brandish, and Brandish tries to squish her. Lucy then takes on her cancer form. We see like blood spurt out of Brandish's hand, and Lucy takes on her cancer form, giving her twin blades and an outfit change. So she's got this like almost frock type of thing going on. She's got this, or it looks like an apron, but she's got something underneath. And yeah, she's got this like split skirt thing going on. She's got twin blades. Looks pretty cool. So she then deals Brandish like many minor cuts, and Brandish is kind of, she looks more annoyed than anything. She's like, oh, you're annoying, and she returns her back to normal size. But when she returns it back to normal size, Lucy vanishes somewhere. because Brandish can't keep track of her own magical power. She didn't know where she'd transformed Lucy back into her original form, and it turns out she's above her. Always look above you, and she's in her Aquarius form, and once again another outfit change. Initially it looked like Wendy to me, but yeah, once I know she was blonde, it obviously wasn't Wendy. So another outfit change. Here she seems to be able to control. I'd say she was able to control water, but she fires a kind of attack called aquametria that makes the earth able to swell and surge like ocean waves. So it's not really a water-based attack. It's kind of making something like water. So it's more like a water type kind of attack, maybe. But she changes the earth into some kind of like surging wave type thing. It looks pretty cool. And Aquarius taught her because we get Scorpio kind of bragging about it. So Brandish gets hit by it. She gets blown away. But then she reduces it, the attack. She kind of shrinks it. And she concentrates it into a point. It looks like a Rasengan now from Naruto. So she then magnifies it back at Lucy in kind of a Kamehameha fashion and blows Lucy away. And Happy, we then kind of get a panel for Happy saying, "Oh, Natsu's flames are going out," like he's a Charmander or something. You know, if his flames go out, he dies. I don't know what's gonna go on. You know, his whole sorry, excuse me, his whole like angina thing. Really, it's really just fodder. It's just kind of build up, and it's unnecessary build up. It's just filler for me. I'm not sure what you guys think about it. Let me know. But yes, so Happy says Natsu's flames going out like a Charmander, and then Lucy's kind of just there like in a pose, and she's like, I know you're stronger than me, and I admit that. And I was like, okay, thanks for the clarification. You know, she is stronger than you. Brandish is stronger than you. But then she says the typical fairy tale thing. She doesn't have the luxury of losing, obviously referring to Natsu being in a difficult situation, so she has to win. And I'm like, that doesn't give you the right to win, though. It's like that's what's going to happen, especially in the fight against Dimaria, which I'm about to come up to. But that's what's going to happen. She doesn't have the luxury of losing, but in fairy tale that means that she now has the right to win. Just because she said that, she's going to win. She has to win now. She can't lose because she said that. Nakama power for the win. So Dimaria appears out of nowhere, even though we know last chapter she was just looking at the situation between Brandish and Lucy's group, and says to end this farce of a battle. So she then says that Brandish never had the intention to kill any of them. Big surprise there. I mean, I was wondering why her power level was a little bit off, but yeah, I was a little bit surprised here. I thought, okay, yeah, but seeing as her power level was so off and not really at the power level I thought she'd be at, you can see why. So Brandish never had any intention to kill them, and if she had so wanted, she could have expanded their internal organs and blown them up. What? When you think about it, that's well within the power of Brandish to do. That's well within her ability, and it's actually something that's really, really gruesome. I mean, if she's ever done this, because it sounds like Dimaria's seen this in person or something, that's a really gruesome way to go out, expanding someone's internal organs and just blowing them up. Jeez. Brandish, like, I actually want to see her do that now, just not on Natsu. If she did it on Happy and Happy actually died, like you should have done when that Jaguar guy blew up, the Tartarus dude, I think Happy should have died there. That's a story for another time. But yes, so Dimaria says that her theory is that Brandish noticed her watching from afar, so decided to throw a fight to deceive her, just to kind of make Dimaria think that Lucy's group and Brandish were at odds. So she then clicks her teeth together, she's like, and she stops time and attacks Brandish, kind of like in an X fashion. And Brandish's eyes go black, she's dropping, she looks like she's out for the count. She could just shrink her wound, which is what she's probably going to do. And then she blames Lucy for corrupting Brandish, and now she's going to try and kill Lucy. So she then has one foot atop Lucy's head and threatens to kill her painfully and slowly, and that's the chapter's end. So for me, it was the chapter wasn't anything new. It was everything we kind of anticipated. Nothing I hadn't actually anticipated happening in this chapter. We got the Brandish having to fight We got Dimaria coming. I assume Dimaria would be coming in anyway. The best part of the chapter was seeing Lucy's new forms, which were actually very nice to see. I'm really happy we got to see that. We got to see like three forms, is it, this chapter, or was it 4? So I'm pretty sure we haven't seen those forms before as well. And the thing that annoyed me, though, was I think we've seen this whole situation between Dimaria, Brandish, and Lucy before. We've seen it so many times. I'm not sure if it's just this manga or other mangas as well, where Dimaria is kind of like, I'll betray my friend Brandish and attack the person I think corrupted my friend, but I'll hurt my friend to hurt the corruptor. If you understand what I'm saying. And it's a really illogical thing to do, and we've seen it before. It's getting really old, and I don't like it. So overall, for me, I think the chapter was probably a 2.5. There wasn't anything awesome about it. Lucy's new forms were cool, but I didn't particularly like most of the chapter. It just seemed kind of dull. But let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. This was actually longer than I thought it'd go on for. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you later.